They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A loss of 2.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Short throw to the tight end Thomas. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first down, Gibson, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10.
49-yard line.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Yeah, that is incomplete.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 24. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Number 27.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
The running back.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The line of scrimmage.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
It's now fourth down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. And it is is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a three-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw. Woodard. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 27 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
The Eagles' 35-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 25. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On first down, Gibson. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun. Leonard, that's complete, right around the 8.
Terry.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Samuels. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Stopped short of the goal line. No gain.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Punching it in from a yard away. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
38 yards on the play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 2nd.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Number 27, the ball carrier.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
At the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the... And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are back within a score.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, to power his way forward.
And this one through the uprights and good. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down.
Receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw on 3rd down. Woodard. And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Peterson. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Hurts.
3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete from the contact. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Incomplete. Intended for his wideout. Landon Collins on the coverage.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sport. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Brings up 2nd.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Another carry for the
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
On 1st and 10. Woodard. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A 7-yard pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
1st and 10.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
58, right over there. Yeah. Right, 58.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Right back to him on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Hurts.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Houston takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Woodard. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Woodard in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive back. They covered well. Allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
At their own.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
49-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The running back again.
The tackle by Mrget90's.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Montez Sweat brought him down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Number 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. First down. Woodard over the middle. It's Thomas. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And that'll set them back 5. Operating from the gun. Woodard got a man. It's Gibson complete.
Woodard's pass
7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Woodard, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He finds Humphreys. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score, but you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think
Hurts fumbles it.
Montez Sweat. Jalen
able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Woodard. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Able to spin free. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, Sanders. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
14-yard line.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down.
4th down.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play.
Partnered in less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
Washington, 21.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
5-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Philadelphia, hey, you get a win.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard, when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I must have
Yo, stop it, quiet, if it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish, masterpiece, body, young.